China is making the US tech industry very nervous right now, with one major announcement after another. Just a few days ago, we saw SMIC, a Chinese chipmaker, unveiled their newest chip, and it's really advanced. Like the kind of advanced that even shocked experts in the West. Today, let's talk about how Huawei and SMIC are challenging the US tech industry. Both companies have made some incredible announcements that have shocked the world. Let's start with Huawei first. Huawei has unveiled a new smartphone that runs on an unreleased Harmony OS 4.0. The new phone supports 14 5G millimeter wave bands, which means this phone can be used with the fastest 5G networks around the world. This also means that Huawei no longer needs to rely on Qualcomm or Apple for their 5G smartphone business. You see, when the US sanctions first hit Huawei, they lost access to Google, 2, the Android operating system, and 2 5G modems from Huawei survived by striking a deal with Qualcomm where they could use 5G modems from Qualcomm on their phones. But they had to pay a licensing fee. Now, it looks like Huawei doesn't even need that deal anymore. They have developed their own 5G tech that works everywhere. It's a complete game changer for them. Now, just a few days ago, another major Chinese tech company, SMIC, unveiled their latest chip. What's interesting about this chip is that it uses a 7-nanometer process node. Now, you might not have heard of what a 7-nanometer process node means, but trust me, it's really advanced stuff. Here's what you need to know. Every chip is made up of transistors. These transistors are tiny switches that control the flow of electricity. The smaller these transistors are, the more of them you can pack into a chip and the more powerful the chip becomes. Right now, the best transistors that American companies can make are 5 nanometers. So anything smaller than that, like 7 nanometers, is still considered cutting edge. And guess what? SMIC has mastered this technology. They've actually beaten TSMC here. Now, TSMC is a Taiwanese company, but it's basically a subsidiary of the US government. So, I'm counting it as part of the US tech industry. Anyway, SMIC has beaten TSMC in the race to produce a 7-nanometer chip. This was supposed to be America's biggest strength, but China has caught up and in some areas even surpassed them. China has gone from being dependent on foreign tech to becoming the world leader in just a span of 10 years. This is why the US is so obsessed with containing China. If China keeps developing at this rate, they will easily surpass the US in terms of technological prowess. But the question is, will they stop? Or will they keep pushing forward? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Will China surpass the US in tech? China has already surpassed the US in many areas of technology, including 5G, AI, quantum computing, and now even in chip making. China is clearly the leader in tech right now. But what about the future? Will China continue to lead the way, or will the US catch up? I think it's too early to say. The US has a lot of catching up to do, but they also have a lot of resources. It will come down to a number of factors, including government policy, investment in research and development, and the availability of talent. One thing is for sure, though, the future of tech will be determined by who can innovate faster. And right now, it seems like China has the momentum. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more updates!